In the laundry basket, Rayitas, a striped sock, was hopping and searching everywhere. Rayitas was a sock with red, white, and blue stripes. He lived in the laundry basket with many other socks. He had a very friendly little face and two big eyes. In the morning, he loved to hop around in the clean clothes. Rayitas loved having a partner. Socks always come in pairs, 2 by 2. His partner looked just like him, with the very same stripes. Together, they were a very happy pair. Every week, the family washed all the clothes. The socks went round and round in the washing machine. Then they rested together in the basket. Rayitas loved that smell of clean clothes. But something very strange happened in that house. Every week, a sock got lost. 2 socks went in, and only 1 came out. Nobody knew where the lost socks went. "Where do the lost socks go?" Rayitas would ask. But nobody had the answer. All the socks were a little scared. Maybe tomorrow it would happen to one of them. Rayitas looked at his partner with a lot of love. "I never want to lose you," he said softly. He wanted to be with him always, the 2 of them together. But in that house, the socks kept getting lost. And that scared Rayitas a little. One morning, Rayitas looked for his partner everywhere. But his partner had also got lost. Rayitas searched under all the clothes. He searched at the bottom of the basket. He searched among the shirts and the pants. But his partner was nowhere to be found. "Where are you?" Rayitas called, very sad. The other socks knew nothing. "Another sock that gets lost," they said. "It's always the same thing, and nobody ever finds them." Rayitas felt very alone without his partner. A sock without its pair is almost no use. "I have to find him," Rayitas thought. "I can't give up. I'm going to look for the truth." That night, Rayitas couldn't sleep. He looked at the dark ceiling and thought a lot. "Where do the lost socks go?" he kept asking. He had to solve that mystery himself. He thought about all the lost socks in the house. Were they together in some secret place? Did someone take them away at night in silence? Rayitas decided to stay awake to find out. The house was very dark and very quiet. You could only hear the tick-tock of the clock. Rayitas waited, alert, inside the basket. He wanted to see who was taking the socks. "Tonight I'm going to find the truth," said Rayitas. He was going to discover the secret of the lost socks. The hours passed very, very slowly. Rayitas was very sleepy, but he didn't fall asleep. He watched the door and watched the floor. He waited for a sign, anything strange. He wanted to be ready when the moment came. Suddenly, he heard a very soft little noise. Something was moving near the laundry basket. Rayitas stayed very still, without breathing. His heart was beating very, very fast. It was the sound of little footsteps. Tip, 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 across the floor of the house. Something small was coming closer in the dark. Who was walking around at that hour? Rayitas peeked his little face over the edge of the basket. The moon came in a little through the window. Then he saw a small shadow that was moving. The shadow went straight toward the socks. "Who are you?" Rayitas thought, a little scared. He couldn't see well in the dark. The shadow was small and very fast. It moved almost without making any noise. Rayitas didn't want to lose one more friend. "I have to see who it is," he said bravely. He was going to follow that mysterious shadow. He was going to find the lost socks. Then, the small shadow reached the basket. It put its head into the clothes slowly, and it took a sock very carefully. The shadow came out of the basket with the sock in its mouth. It walked away toward the dark kitchen. Rayitas didn't think twice. He jumped out of the basket to follow it. Rayitas landed on the floor with a soft little hop. The shadow was already far away, near the door. "Wait!" Rayitas thought and went after it. He was scared, but he was very brave. The shadow crossed the whole kitchen without stopping. It passed beside the table and the chairs. Rayitas followed it slowly, well hidden. He didn't want the shadow to see him. The shadow went into a very dark corner. It was the space under a big piece of furniture. Rayitas came closer, step by step, carefully. Inside there was something very, very strange. His heart was beating faster and faster. Rayitas saw a mountain of socks. All the lost socks were there. They were together, forming a soft little bed. But who had brought them to that corner? In the middle of the socks, the shadow moved. Two little eyes shone in the dark. The shadow turned around slowly, and it looked at Rayitas straight in the eyes. It was the puppy of the house, a small, soft puppy lying on the mountain of socks. Rayitas was left with his mouth open. "Are you the one taking the socks?" he asked. The puppy wagged its little tail, a bit sad. "Yes, it's me," the puppy said softly. "At night I get very cold," the puppy explained. "And I feel so lonely without the family. The socks smell like the people I love. That's why I make my little bed with them." Rayitas wasn't scared at all anymore. Now he understood the whole mystery. The puppy was not a bad thief. He was just a friend who felt alone. Then Rayitas saw something among the socks. It was his partner, his other sock. "I found you!" Rayitas shouted, very, very happy. At last the two were together again. "Don't be sad, puppy," Rayitas said kindly. "We'll keep you company at night." And so, the socks and the puppy became friends. No one was ever going to feel alone again. In the morning, the family found the secret corner. Sometimes, what is lost is not lost. It's just with someone who needs it. And in your house, where do the lost socks go? Tell me in the comments.